everyone, how's it going? CJ here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a really long time, as always, but it's finally summer, and so I'm looking to get back into this YouTube thing, and I can't think of a better way to do it than with a brand new laptop unboxing. So today I have with me a brand new Dell Inspiron 13-5000. I did not buy this laptop for myself. We actually have some family friends, and she is also my mom's co-worker who bought this laptop for herself, and when she found out I did YouTube videos, she said I could borrow it and unbox it and review it before she even got to open it. So thank you very much to her. This is very special, and I'm thankful that I get to be the first one to open and review this laptop. Now, going along with that, I have not seen this laptop. I haven't even looked it up online. All I know is that it's a Dell Inspiron 13-5000, and the specs are all on the side actually too, but I'll read those to you when this thing's booting up. So this is going to be just as much of a surprise for me as it is for you. Because I have not seen this thing, these will be my honest first impressions of it, and we'll see how much I like it. So without further ado, I guess let's get started. So I just got the tape here. I got a cut. Carefully and take this out. Okay, so right on top we have some silica gel. Always a good thing, I guess. And the power adapter and power cord. Oh, this thing is tiny. That's nice. I mean, I guess it makes sense. The one for my laptop is huge because it's a 17-inch, but this thing is tiny. And then we got a piece of cardboard. Here we go. Okay, there's nothing else in the box. Upside down. We got manuals here, warranty guide, quick start guide. Don't need that. I think I got this. And here's the laptop. Put those to the side. Dang, that thing looks pretty nice. Let's open. Oh, gotta be careful with the tape here. Probably put it back in this bag when I return it to her so she can open it at least partially brand new. There we go. And here is the laptop. Dang, that's pretty sleek looking. I like it. Here's the opening for you guys. Got the phone there. Dang, this thing's pretty nice looking. Not bad. I like it. It looks like it flips over too. Yep, it's one of those 360 hinges. That's nice. Gives you a lot more flexibility with how and where you work on stuff. Let's see, it says multi-mode hinge, two-in-one device. I just tested that out. It's got a touchscreen, obviously, as it should, if it's got the multi-hinge. 2 USB 3 ports. I'll look at the ports in a second. HDMI, 13.3-inch display, and Waves Max Audio Pro. Now the speakers, those I don't see. It looks like they're actually on the bottom, built into the ventilation right there. So that's kind of interesting. And it's got an 8th gen Intel i5, which is good. So I guess I'll just show you guys all the ports first. It's got an SD card slot, which is good. Normal USB 3, which is also good. It's got the normal power adapter, AC input, HDMI, 2 more USB 3 ports, and a headphone jack. and it looks like that's about it for the ports on this thing. So no USB 3 or no USB-C, which is kind of a bummer. I mean, I like the laptops nowadays that have some USB 3 and some USB-C. They don't just stick to one or the other. But at least you know all your accessories will work for this thing, and for just a normal everyday laptop, I think you'll be just fine with USB 3. So yeah, let me just boot this thing up. If I can find the power button, I might have to plug it in. Is that the power? No. Power button's on the side. That was... Yep, there's no juice in this thing, so let me get this and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just plugged it in. We should have juice. Yep, there's the light on. Oh, the notification light is on the front there. That's interesting. That's kind of cool. I'm not sure how I feel about this power button being on the side, but I think I could get used to it. So here's the boot up in 3, 2, 1. It's got a backlit keyboard, so that's nice. Most laptops do these days, but... Okay, so while that's booting up, let me read you the specs on this thing. So, it's a Dell Inspiron 13 5000, Inspiron 5379 gray. The display is 13.3-inch Full HD touch with webcam. It's got an Intel Core i5-8250U processor, 8 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte hard drive, integrated Intel UHD graphics, Windows 10, and yeah, that's about it. So I mean, obviously nothing special, nothing crazy, but it's a good everyday laptop. It's got an 8th gen with processor, which is always good, which is the newest one I think right now, so that's good. So I mean, it's got a hard drive, but it's a terabyte, which is good, so you'll have a lot of room. It just might not be as fast as SSDs, and that's kind of true, as this thing takes a while to even get off the first boot up page, but maybe that's just for the first boot up. Oh, here we go. Hopefully this thing doesn't have to do too many updates, although it probably will, because new devices always have to do updates. Well, while that's doing its thing, I guess there's a few more things I could go over on the machine. It's got feet, rubber feet on the bottom and on the top actually, which I assume serve a double purpose for keeping the display off of the keyboard, and if you flip this thing over, it'll serve as feet for the bottom too, so that it doesn't slide around and it's not sitting on the keyboard if you just want to draw on it or something flat. So that's really nice. Hello, Cortana.
Sign in here, attach a Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do.
Okay.
You can use your voice or the keyboard along the way, and if you'd like me to stay quiet, you can just mute your PC.
This is pretty new. Like, I have not... When I got my PC, I did not have this setup process, so... I haven't experienced this before. I didn't know Cortana talked to you while you set up your computer now, but apparently she does. I mean, it's working pretty nicely so far, but that's new. I've never experienced that before. Let me type this in real quick. Just a moment.
Next up, the legal stuff. In short, you'll need to select Accept to use Windows. You can decline, but then, no Windows. No Windows.
Cortana is very smart. Good idea. Always hit accept. Just kidding. Don't always hit accept. Alright. So now is when we wait. I guess while it's doing that, there's a few more things I could go over. There is also a rubber seal around the screen, too, which is always good to prevent it from bumping with the laptop.
Type your email address or phone number, then follow the instructions to sign in. I'll catch up with you once that's done.
Okay, I'll do that in a second. You can see the webcam up there, up top. I'm not sure what resolution that is, but we'll check that out. And then I mean, it's just all gray with the shiny Dell logo on the back. Looks pretty clean, classy. Overall, I really like how it looks. I mean, it's round, but it's still sharp, you know? Like, I like how that looks. It's still got sharp corners, but it's still rounded in places as well. But yeah, like I said, we'll have to see how the speakers are since they're in the bottom there and on the sides. And it says Inspiron on the bottom. And there's also a fan vent right there along that side. Keyboard layout is pretty good. The arrow keys aren't full size, but that's hard to do. No number pad either, but it's a 13-inch, so wouldn't expect that really. I don't know how much this thing is either, so I'll go over that in the full review, but I'm assuming it's a mid-level laptop, not the cheapest, but not the most expensive. And it looks like the keyboard, I mean, I like all the lettering is super big and easy to read, so that's nice. And it looks pretty modern too. And also the function keys are all labeled with volume controls, skip songs, projector stuff, backlight on and off for the keyboard. Oh, that's nice. If you turn it off, it clicks off, but if you turn it back on, it fades in. That's a nice touch. Screen brightness, print screen, all that stuff is there. And also one more quick thing to note right off the bat. It's pretty quiet. Like, I don't hear any fan noise right now, as there really shouldn't be during setup, so that's good. But I do hear the hard drive just a little bit. I can hear it spinning. Not a huge deal by any means, but just something to know. You can hear the hard drive on this thing, and it's not completely silent because it doesn't have an SSD, but not a huge deal, like I said. So I guess let me finish getting this thing set up real quick, and we'll go from there.
Okay, that's the last step.
That's the last step. We're getting everything ready for you. Okay, this is the part where we wait. This might take several minutes. Okay, so I think I've pretty much gone over most of the hardware stuff on here. I don't see anything else that I really need to go over, so I'm gonna let this do its thing, and when it's all done, I'll get back to you, let you know my first impressions on how it runs, how fast it is, and all that stuff, and then we'll go from there. Okay, well that only took like a minute, so that was really quick actually. Welcome to Windows. Cool. We're in. Let me check some things out on here. Yeah, I mean, everything seems really snappy, as it should for a new laptop. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I guess let me check out the keyboard real quick. Typing on here feels pretty good. It seems more spread out than my laptop. Like, the keys are just slightly more spread out, or they're just smaller. So that's kind of throwing me off a little bit, so I'd have to get used to it. And it seems like they don't have quite as much depth as my laptop. The good part is they seem very stable, way more stable than the keys on my laptop, so that's nice. Overall, I mean, it feels good. Definitely gonna do the job and get it done. The trackpad, I mean, that feels good too. It's also textured like the rest of the laptop, so that's good. It feels nice. I don't see any skipping or any problems now. Like I said, it's a diving board, so you do have to click at the bottom of it. You can't click anywhere, but I usually do that anyways, so it's not a huge deal. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's about it for the unboxing and initial impressions of this thing. Overall, I'm very impressed. It's a really nice laptop. It is getting kind of warm already though, which is a little interesting. The fan has kicked in. It's really minimal, so it's not a big deal, but the fan has kicked in, just doing light stuff. So, but overall, I really like the way it looks. It'll be nice to test out this 360 function because I've never had a laptop that does that before, so we'll see if I like that or not. Overall, I like it so far. So, that's about it. Be on the lookout for the review coming in shortly, and yeah, I think that's about it. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to make sure you see the review of this thing when I post it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.